Welcome. I'm Dan. This is my beautiful wife, Sam.
Hi.
And this is our beautiful newest kitten, River. River boy.
Is he still a kitten?
I don't know.
I feel like past one, it's like, you're a cat.
Yeah, he's a cat. He's over there. You can't really see him. Let's see if I point to him. Nope, can't. He's right there. You can see a little white streak. River. He'll make an appearance at some point.
He's exhausted.
Yeah, sleeping all day, window living all day. It's tough. It's a tough life. And Vado in the chat says, smash that like button like it owes you money.
Dang.
That's a good one. Also, we have to always highlight like prolific comments. And Weatherbeard would like to say, King of the Castle, wow, wow, wee, whoa. So, yes.
Very prolific.
That is how this show works. Mike, good evening to you as well. We are having a good evening. I'm having a good evening. Sam, how was your evening?
So far, so good.
Good. And on your way in, guys, as Vado said, if you guys could hit the thumbs up. If you guys want to share this out with some friends, that's greatly appreciated. If not, you just want to watch and enjoy, no worries. There's no pressure or burden there. Shout out to our sponsor tonight and their new logo, Deadman's Beard Co.
Nice. I love it.
Me too. I'm a fan of simple, always have been, and I love just how clean this is. Your mother, a.k.a. Gigi, couldn't find River today.
He must have been sleeping.
Yep, we got him. He was in the bathroom window for hours and hours and hours. Ken, what's up? Not much, man. And oh, by the way, guys, this is Beard Advice Live. This is a show where we give advice. You guys ask about it. It's mainly beards, but we can talk about anything and everything. Sometimes we play some games. We always have giveaway at the end. We just have a good time. Today's a little bit different. We only have one entry.
Wow.
It's middle of summer. People are out on the boat. People are living their life. However, we did get some questions from Instagram, and you guys will have a full amount of time to be able to ask questions, such as, and what's up? This is what's up. This is what we're doing. Such as Dennis says, I got a question. My beard is going on 2 months. Which direction to comb my neck beard, the hair from my neck to my goatee? So, Dennis, this is literally the perfect question for this show if you could send in a picture. I genuinely cannot give you valid advice unless I can see it. Because at 2 months, some people should be still combing back towards the neck. Some should be going forward away from the neck and starting to create that shelf. But I can't tell what yours would be unless we have a picture. So, put Sam on the spot here. If Dennis wants to be on the show next week to get some help, also, if there's anybody else out there that wants to be on the show to get some help, I promise you guys always leave feeling better than when you came in. How can he go about getting on this show next week?
He can email us at beardadvicelive@gmail.com.
Simple. Easy.
Nailed it.
It's in the description of every single video, and it's also pinned in the chat. So if you guys want to check that out, we would love to be able to help you guys out and have as many entries as humanly possible. And yeah, we appreciate you guys. Beard Advice Live is indeed the place where Dan and Sam give beard advice live. Yep. It's a super creative name. Very, very, very creative. And Joshua has been meaning to send in. Come on, man. And I know life gets busy. I know summer gets crazy. I know it can be. Just send in before you forget. We'll get you on next week. What's up, Ken? Hope that exotic life is treating you well. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so today, real quick story. We usually like to kind of update life and stuff. Mm-hmm. Today, I had a cool opportunity. I went and spoke at a conference in Flint. It was for young professionals or young entrepreneurs, 40 and under. And I was one of 6 speakers. And I talked about kind of like making a career, monetizing your passion, and just kind of explaining that everybody has something that they're passionate about, something that they're knowledgeable or experienced in, and you can make money off of it in genuine ways and doing what you're already doing. I actually talked about this one a lot here and how she was my superpower and got it all started and all of that. But it was really cool. Man, I really enjoy speaking at these things. I got to thinking today because I was sitting next to another speaker, and she was like getting really worried and had like cue cards and stuff. And I was like, I think there's something broken. Like, I think my heart rate goes down when I start speaking. Like it's really odd. Like
We're so opposite.
I love it. Like
I would've
absolutely
thrown
love
up.
it. See, it's so wild to me. Like we had like a like, I don't know, introduction lunch thing before. I was like too calm. I literally yawned at one point. I was like, stop.
Oh my
What are you
gosh.
doing? And then I got up there and I rocked it. It was great. And then the speaker after me was like kind of related to the topic. And so he just kept calling back to me throughout. It was really, really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. So yeah, I loved it. I loved it. And Dennis says, I literally jumped on and heard you say, if Dennis wants to be on the show, you too, Dennis, of course. Dennis and I were talking about some content ideas, and he pitched me a piece of content. And I was like, dude, if you want to do it, I'll put you on the channel. And he was like, really? I said, absolutely, absolutely. So, hey, man, sometimes we have some advice. Okay. Update here. You're going to take the update. I'm going to set the table. We have put in an in-ground fiberglass pool this summer. We are waiting on two things now. It is landscaping to get our yard back together, plus the landscaping around the pool to make it not look terrible, and a fence.
Yep.
We are doing the fence ourselves. There's a really cool new system we can tell you about. But John wants to know, and last time we talked to them, we were getting ready to do the fence and everything.
Okay.
How's the fence coming along?
Well, we have the posts in for one side, but then we started talking to our landscapers, and they said, pause the fence if you can, or it's going to cost you an extra $750 for us to like hand landscape around the fence, or you can pause it and just, they can push their machines right up to the cement. So we're like, all right, we're just going to put it on hold. So we've got some posts in, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yep. And so essentially it's this like new system where you put a post really far down. There's
like a metal post.
Yeah, metal post. There's no cement. It's like a pipe essentially is what it is. And we did one of the like the skinny sides, the front of the pool, and we knocked that out in a morning of like 5 posts or whatever and really got it down. And then we went to the long side, but that side is more gravel than the other side, which was more like grass.
There's a very steep grade to it as well.
Yep.
Right now, just from the pool.
Right. And so it became much more challenging because you do have to get it pretty precise on the measurements, of course. And so we are not only waiting so they can do the landscaping and grade it properly. I think that's just going to help the process for us. It's not going to make it worse.
Right.
So we're getting it all figured out. So great question, John. Thank you. And then Billy says, are we back to Wednesdays next week? Not yet. One more week after this on Thursdays, you guys. The last week of the month, we'll be back to Wednesdays, which I think is the 31st. If I remember correctly. No, so the 30th, we will be back here on a Wednesday.
I'm going to be so confused.
Yeah.
I just got Thursdays down.
I know. And trust me, it was not something I or we or anybody wanted to do. It just was necessity out of family in Maddox's soccer and just being able to be there for him and to be able to have both of us on stream. So one more week back on Thursdays, you guys, and then the last Wednesday of the month, we'll be back to Wednesdays. And so Ken goes back to school in less than 2 weeks. Wow, that's wild.
Blah.
Yeah, it's like the balanced calendar is fantastic until you have to go back before everybody.
Honestly, this summer, did I say this last week? Every summer, like, I love having the kids home.
Yeah.
Like, I cry when they go back to school. This summer, I've been counting down the days. I'm ready for them to go back. Besides, like, being in the pool and stuff, this summer, they are extra squirrely.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. If
They're
we're
older.
in weird rotation with Jupiter or something, but whoa.
Yeah, and
oh my God.
all 3 will be at school at the same time for the first time ever. And so our productivity is going to hit a new level. So just be ready for the fall for big things coming, man. I'm very, very excited. So yeah, back to Thursday or back to Wednesdays after next week. And Emily says, and anyone that says there isn't will eventually find that to be true. Anyone meaning me. And so Emily's talking about when I said everybody has something that they're passionate about, that they're knowledgeable about, that they should be able to monetize and make money from. And Emily is dipping her toes into, not dipping, she's been doing this, but she's going full force into the essential oil world.
Nice.
And so she's launched a Facebook group. She's launched a company. I love it. Actually, our pool guy that helped us open the pool and everything, I'm convincing him to do a YouTube channel because he was like rattling off all this pool stuff. And it was like, he was the me version of pools. I was like, dude, everyone wants these answers. Everyone needs this info that you're sharing with me. Go put it on YouTube. And he's like, really? And so, yeah, this, I really believe in that. Yep. Really, really, really believe in that. I work with veterans in the nonprofit arena. So, hey, so why does that have to limit what you're doing? Everyone always likes to point to that and say, well, I work in this and I do this. Yeah, I was a teacher. I was a coach. It had nothing to do with this stuff. So you have things outside of what you already do for, especially for work, and you can find ways. And again, it can be as simple as the guy that was speaking today. He actually, it's kind of crazy story. He did dad jokes for however many days straight. It was like 15-second video clips on TikTok, literally dad jokes, and they were Christmas themed. Well, he had a crazy break. You guys remember America's Funniest Videos?
Yeah.
Well, they used to have a show. I didn't know it. Maybe some of you do, especially if you're more experienced in age. They had a show called America's Funniest People, and it was like a spinoff. Well, they're bringing it back again. They reached out to him and said, hey, can we buy your first one? They gave him a quote. He said, yeah. And they said, actually, can we buy all of these? And so he was just doing it because his kids essentially were like, hey, can you put like a joke in our lunch each day? We like jokes. And he was like, why don't I just film them while I'm writing these? And now he's making money off of the notes that he was writing in his kids' lunches.
That's crazy.
Everyone has something that they can monetize in the most genuine way.
Also, do TV shows like that, they have to buy the videos? Like Ridiculousness. Do they buy the videos?
Yes.
Or do you just find them online?
They buy them, yeah.
Okay.
Or get permission for them.
Okay.
And John says, just have them take a panel out unless they're bringing full size.
They are.
Yeah.
It's like 9,000 square feet of mud.
We have a full acre lot, and the pool is in the very back corner. And so the tracks that went back there are pretty substantial. So, yeah, we're not worried about it, though. It'll get its thing. Hey, man, thank you. Thank you so much. I saw you speaking Flint. Hey, right here. Here's two. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. That was really cool. I didn't know if anybody was going to stop in from today. Thank you for the super chat. That's so awesome. Okay. And I was telling my wife, it's weird. My job gives me Tuesday off so I can see Dan at 1. Oh, that's really cool. And work Wednesday so I can catch Beer Device Live. And I'm not working until 9 like every other Thursday. Okay, cool. Yeah, one more week, guys. And then we will be back on our normal schedule. And so, yeah, yep. Yeah, dad jokes are a fantastic thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gigi, mother-in-law, she's been getting all the use out of the pool, which is what we want, right? We got it to use it. We got it for people to enjoy. So, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you're loving it, Gigi. We're racking up those babysitter credits with the pool. So awesome. All right, got that. Anything else new in our life? Anything else going on right now? We had a trip down in Indiana for soccer this last weekend. Yep. And Maddox played, and it went well. We were at, we actually stayed directly across the street from Notre Dame. Yeah. Like, right across the street. And so that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like not an eventful.
No.
Hasn't been really an eventful week. Just been swimming. Our sunburns are better.
Yeah.
We're just peeling like crazy now.
Yeah. Yep. I still have some raw spots. Went too hard on the sunburn. It was pretty legit 2nd-degree burn, especially like these spots right here. They're still raw.
I've never had a sunburn blister before.
I don't think I have either.
And now it's like, now I'm terrified.
Yeah. Yep, I think that was the first time. What's up, Mark? What's up, Chris? And welcome on in, everybody. Hey, question for everybody out there: what are you guys drinking tonight? What are you sipping on? I'm very curious. So they had at this event I spoke at today, they had like a mixer afterwards, and you got a drink ticket. And I was I was appreciative of how they launched it. They said, hey, you have a drink ticket if you'd like to get an adult beverage or a pop or a mocktail, and all these like gave different options rather than just saying alcohol. And Sam and I don't drink alcohol. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm glad that was kind of brought up. But it's so interesting to me. So like alcohol, now that the farther we get removed from it, and I really mean this, I'm not being political. It's just so interesting. Like we go to all these sessions, I speak in front of people, we're meeting each other. It's a networking event. And then it's like right into drinks. And I'm like, it's so interesting. Like my mind is just so different from that now. Like I would be now, let's say for whatever reason we started drinking again, which we're not. I would be like worried. Like I just view alcohol so differently.
Yeah, I think the more we're out of it, the crazier it becomes. It's like when you start researching like medications and like big pharma and stuff, and then like your eyes get opened, but until you start looking at it, like it just goes right over your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because alcohol is just so ingrained in our society. For
sure. And I'm on a rabbit hole right now at night. I like watching angry Karen videos. Not like our friend Karen in the chat. I haven't seen her in here tonight, but she's usually in here. And it's just like drunk women freaking out in public, usually like going crazy on the police. I don't know why. It grabbed me, and I literally don't search for it. Now they're just like, you like these. Here you go. And I'm like, I do. Stop it. And it's just like so crazy. And obviously those are extreme cases, but so crazy of what alcohol does to people. And like, all I think about is, what are they going to think when they wake up? What are they going to feel when they get up from this? Because I mean, I know back in the day when I was in my 20s, I would drink, wake up, and I would just have the worst regret. Like I would I'll be honest, vulnerable saying, I would open my phone and I would be, she says, I'm here. I'm a nice Karen. Yes, she is.
You are.
I would open my phone and just be like, oh God, what did I text? What did I text? And I'd open it like with one eye and be like,
oh my gosh.
Oh, why did I do that? And like,
you literally were only of age for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Before we met.
I go home. I'm obsessive.
Must have lived a crazy life.
And I didn't drink before that.
And you were not like that when we met.
No.
Well, you were a little bit that summer.
At the very beginning.
Yeah.
That very
and
first
then it was done.
Yeah, the very first summer I was. And then I was like, all right, she's a keeper. You know, it was pretty much by that like fall. I was like, okay.
That's so funny.
She's
like,
the one.
You didn't drink before that. You had like 2-3 hard years, and then you were just like done. Like
done.
I drank in high school. I went hard in high school, and then I graduated, and I was like, it's out of my system. And I hated drinking after that. Like, hated it.
Yeah.
But, like, I did it because, like, everybody does it. You're supposed to, you know?
Yeah. No, I didn't drink in high school. It, like, became a thing. Everybody was like, let's get Dan drunk. And I have super willpower, and especially if people think I can't do something, I'm going to do it. And so we specifically, any like homecoming and prom and Sadie's and all that, it was like their thing to get me to drink, and I just wouldn't do it. And I was always fun. I was always big energy and everything, but I'd rather have a Mountain Dew. And I don't know why, if that's why I like Mountain Dew so much. That was like my
oh my gosh,
coping mechanism. I don't know. And it is weird, man. I don't get why it's taboo to not put poison in your body. Even saying this, I know I'm making some people feel uncomfortable. And I know some people are like, oh, he's judging me and stuff. I don't care what you guys do. Genuinely speaking. Like if you can ask Sam or get to know me, I don't care. Do your thing. Don't drive. Then I will despise you, and you're the scum of the earth. If you're drinking and driving at a limit that is unsafe, that is not cool. However, if you're at the comfort of your own home, if you are safe with it, if you have a designated driver, do your thing. You're an adult. I shouldn't tell you what to do. But like, it is wild that when you talk about, there's some people that are like, oh, how pretentious of you. And it's like, we're just not putting poison in our body. Or even at the mixer, it's people are like, hey, you want me to get you a drink? Or you want this? And it's like, no, I'm good. But you almost feel, again, the need to like explain yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like, you're like, I don't drink, like, I wasn't an alcoholic or anything, but I just don't like it.
And like, and there's no problems with alcoholics. Like, I'm proud of them. And so, yeah. And Big Red said, have a coworker drunk text me saying he might be late in the morning. Somehow he's some on time. He's still in his early 20s. Yeah, the drunk text. Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. And for me, I know I'm addictive, and I know I go hard on things, and so I just don't want to do that stuff. Yeah, I want to drink in your pool, and I would hope some people would, like I have no problem with that. Yeah, no doubt at all. I have absolutely no problem with that. And I've talked about it on here too. I've driven drunk as well, and it was one of the biggest regrets of my life. I drove one time like 45 minutes. It was to from a sporting event to a Hooters of all places.
Hooters?
Yeah, I drove from the Palace in Auburn Hills,
Oh my
which
God, I
isn't
miss
there
Hooters.
anymore. Hooters wings. We haven't had them in
so
years,
good.
but the sauce, top tier. But I drove from Auburn Hills or the Palace in Auburn Hills, where I drank way too much, almost got in a fight, but I did get in a fight. I was real slick with getting out of it with the police, though. And then I drove to Flint, Michigan to the Hooters, and it didn't remember driving. And that was one of my biggest moments. I know, it was unbelievably horrible. I never did again after that. I remember waking up from that being like, oh my gosh, you are terrible. Like, this is horrible. And so this was a random thing. It was a hockey game at the Palace of Auburn Hills, and it was like Michigan versus Notre Dame. And I was in the bathroom in the urinal, stupid, young, drunk. Notre Dame fan said something. I said something. We were scrapping in the bathroom.
Ew.
By urinals.
Ew.
Slippery floor.
Ew.
I did
Why
not-
was it slippery?
This guy's pee and it
Ew.
like dribbles everywhere and splashes, and it's a
Gross.
disgusting place. And I did not fall. They fell. I went out. I was cool as a cucumber, and the police officer like stopped me, and he was like, "Hey, I need to see your ID, heard you're in blah, blah, blah." And I was so slick with it. I was like, "Officer, I do not have an ID on me right now." And he was like, "I can tell you've been drinking where you had to buy." I said, "Sir, I drank before." And he was like, "Why don't you have your ID?" I said, "I didn't want to feel pressure to drink anymore, so I left my ID in the vehicle so I couldn't drink. I had my ID on me." He didn't even check and let me go. And so, yeah, that was a wild time, and zero missing it. It actually makes me feel gross. Yeah, zero missing it. So it's a whole new life. And in high school I was the DD. I had a minivan, and so I'd drive everybody when they were drunk. Sam, I have been a man my whole life and still can't figure out why nearly 90% of men's urinals they all do. They all do.
Like inappropriately messy.
Well, and it's like, okay, so a urinal's like a flat surface that curves at the bottom. We all can visualize a urinal. If you're peeing bad enough where there's like splash or dribbles or whatever, and it's
Ew.
getting on the ground everywhere, that had to get on you. Like,
Ew.
you're not like away from that. And that's my biggest fear, is leaving the bathroom and having like, I only wear like athletic shorts, as you guys know, or whatever we call them. And you could see if shorts are wet, and it's like a huge fear that I would leave and there'd be like little spots on it. And so I'm very careful, but every urinal has pee on the ground.
Ew.
Yeah. You don't want to know. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Zach? Welcome on in. So that's, yep, that is oh yeah. And there's some places that still use trough urinals.
I don't know what that is.
You don't want to know. You know
Just
what trough?
like one long.
You know, like where like pigs drink out of
Yeah.
or eat out of? Yeah. Just an open, and you just, yep. It's wild. Wild. Yeah, backsplash. You gotta have the right angles.
Ah.
Some of them will put like a little bumblebee or something on the urinal for the spot to
little
aim at.
bumblebee?
Yeah, there's a brand that does a bumblebee.
Doesn't it depend on your height though?
No, it's about how you hit the like back porcelain, because everyone thinks like, oh, shoot down, and the shoot down splashes up.
Oh, okay.
You got to hit this right
Move
spot
on.
so it goes down. There's a whole science behind how to do this.
Yeah.
So yes, all right. And Jose, I have starred your question. I also have starred Peter's question, guys. We'll hit that at the question segment. And yep, absolutely. I seen just straight missed the urinal. Nope. Hey, Eric, welcome in. Anyone see the Mythbusters episode where they test if pee splash out of the toilet? No, that's wild. I missed that show. That was like the science class, like miracle. Like Mythbusters, yes. And how the kid, yeah. So our kids aren't great in the bathroom. But ours is clean. I'm clean. I'm not like no messy dude.
I won't go in any bathroom that our kids go in because they're just gross.
Yep. Yeah, Deadman, he said, wait, I thought the urinals were for decor. I thought you were just supposed to go on the ground. Yes. Yep. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the design choices of U.S. public restrooms.
Oh, my gosh.
Right? Number one, most urinals have no dividers. It's so uncomfortable, and you're just like, every guy plays the same game. Look forward, hum a little tune, and you just have to act like you're not just standing there not trying to look because you don't look. You can't look, but there's just nothing. There's just nothing there, right? You can't conversate. Once in a while, there's two types of weirdos. Don't be this weird. This is the best advice some young men should be able to hear. Number one, when you urinate at a urinal, you just need to either pull down in the front or use your zipper. Do not pull your pants down past your butt. That's so weird.
Is that common?
It's probably 10% of the time.
Okay.
But it happens. Maybe less than 10, but it happens.
Just standing there like a toddler.
Just cheeks out. Cheeks out. Like, don't do that. And then the other one, don't make conversation with me when I'm peeing, you weirdo. I don't want to hear about the game. Like, if you go to a sports game, like, oh, that goal is pretty crazy. Like,
I feel like your dad might talk to people.
Probably. Hey, Zach, thank you for the membership, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Mike, thank you, dude. Mike just donated 5 memberships. Anybody that was just gifted he said, nah, 10% is accurate. All right, it feels like it. Thank you, Mike. Anybody that just got a membership, check out the features like the channel exclusive emojis and the logo next to your name and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's nothing more uncomfortable. You come around the corner, it's just cheeks. And you're just like, don't know what to do with this. Yep, not quite sure. Dan, have you used the urinal with the little soccer ball where you have to get... No, is that real? Is that real? I would.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I would. He said, I just joined a bit ago. This is a great conversation. This is what we do here, guys. Sometimes it's just off left. Yep. Little Eric, that's his rapper name. Thank you for all your knowledge, Dan. It's because of you. I'm finally growing my beard for the first time in my life, and it looks the best I've ever had it.
Aw.
Let's go, man. Thank you. All right. Isn't that why you have trees in your back? So the boys do pee on the trees. Yeah, we'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely will pee on the trees. Yeah, no shame in that.
Jack says no shame.
No.
He doesn't care.
He'll drop total.
Yeah.
Yep. For a while, there were water saver urinals with filter and fluid cover. Oh, they disappeared in favor of older. I still see some, Leo. They are still around. No flush, no water in several urinal systems. Yeah. So I hear you. That's worth the flush. Yeah. Yep. Why no poop hat? That's true. I do have the poop hat right over there. So yes. How about the dead stare? Yeah, that one, that's the worst of the worst. And it's usually alcohol involved, right? And sometimes the real drunk guys, what's that, bro? No.
Don't they need to pay attention to what they're doing? Mm-hmm. That's who's peeing on the floor.
Right,
apparently.
it is. What's up? No hand gestures.
Why are your hands up here?
Well. All right, funny story. Went drinking one time and the guy started talking next to me, turned over, never stopped peeing. Yep, bet he won't do that.
Oh my God.
That's next level.
Oh.
Yep, we can talk outside the bathroom. Exactly. Yep, exactly. Yep, right here. Eric says, if someone starts talking to you at the urinal, just face them to talk, but keep peeing. Yep. Ever used the urinal with ice in it? No. Purposeful? Like maybe when someone like tossed their drink in there? No. Yeah, the trough styles is horrible. That is horrible. Yep, absolutely. That's so cool. The soccer ball in the urinal. I got to find one.
That's cool.
Yep, the boys would
Crew, you need it.
Right, the boys would love that. Some guy looked at me in the urinal and once said, man, snakes on a plane's are crazy. Why are you thinking about snakes while you're... Buddy, that's wild. Yep, that's wild. John said, I probably peed outside more than I peed inside. That checks out. Yep, that checks out. I think I've seen the picture of that, the urinal in Jackpot, Nevada, the shape of Rolling Stones album cover. That's cool. Yeah, I've definitely seen those ones. Clubs use ice to reduce the pee smell. Interesting.
That makes sense. Somebody
Interesting.
just coming in there, just ice, like, in their hands. Just
Yeah, that's your job?
Right.
Hey, no thanks. No thanks. Interesting. So, yeah, that's us. I don't know how we got to urinals.
Moving on.
Yeah, we'll move on there. But, no, fence is coming along. Everything's going good. We are back to Ohio this weekend for some soccer.
Yep.
We all go down Saturday, and then just me and Maddox on Sunday. And, if you guys just came in, check to see if you hit that thumbs up. It is beyond greatly appreciated, my friends out there. And let's get into some Beard Advice Live. Next week, actually, will be episode 250. That's pretty
Wow.
crazy. That's a big number.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a big number. Sure, I tell my waiter at lunch today all about your channel, Beer Advice Live. Tell him to tune in. Here we are talking about pee. Yep. We keep it real. Yep, we keep it real. Do you know what the fence system is called?
I think it's called like Wham Bam. Or
Oh, it
something.
is. It is Wham
It's
Bam.
at Home Depot.
Yeah, it seems like a Shark Tank type
Yeah.
thing because it has like these like patent pending things that they call them like donuts that allow you to like not be perfect and adjust.
You don't have to be perfectly level.
Yeah, it's really brilliant. Like I believe it's the future of like home fences. And so I'm really excited about how this is going to turn out and just to be proud that we did it ourselves. And so that's going to be pretty cool. So we'll keep you guys posted and updated on this all the time. I was telling a woman about your page for her son. Oh, cool. Thank you. Wham Bam. And I think that's the idea is it's like wham bam, it's done. Something I can even install. And I will say, last week we talked about like the pecking order of the relationship and how we do things and how Sam is like the instruction and direction and stuff. Not the fence. That was this guy. I had to figure it all out. Sam's brain.
I did not like it. I'm there for moral support and to help hold the level. I
She's
can't.
great at checking the level. Great at it.
My brain's like, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she checked out. Luckily, I had a pretty
She
good.
checked out.
She did. She was completely out of the chat. But luckily, I had, for whatever reason, the things that her brain can't compute, I pick up and I've got them. And then the things that she does really well, I have zero interest or ability in. And so it just works. You know, there's just some reason it just works. So that one, she checked out of the directions. I even busted out the directions several times, like the paper, and I never do that. And so, yeah, so we're getting there. We just got to tackle the new side and figure all that up. Sam sent I
did set the canopy up.
Did you?
I sure did.
Oh, there we go.
And I brought the chairs.
There we go.
Used the golf cart to get them out. That's okay.
I took it down and put it away, but she did that. I think that does check out. She did set it up. Yes, she did. Yeah, I still have some recovering blisters on my hand from the pole.
I knew that was going to
pole
do
driver.
That.
Yeah, well, it's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. All right, let's check out our sponsor tonight. Shout out to Deadman's Beard Co. Put a link in the chat, you guys. Command 15 is your get on the screen. Command 15 is your forever affiliate discount code here. Unbelievable company. They actually are going to be on Command's Corner on Monday. Just to give you guys a little bit of heads up here, Command's Corner Monday is going to feature Deadman's. And one of the things that they're really focusing on right now is their, hey, what's up, Scott? Is their clearance section. And so they have clearance marked down. Command 15 works on top. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and see what's in the clearance section. And they do have a new logo. So if you notice in the chat, but also the graphic on my screen there, you can see the new logo, the new text and everything, just to make things kind of simple.
Is that a raccoon?
we had
a family of 5 raccoons last night at our garage.
4 little babies and stuff. And raccoons are past. They're new. I hear you. We think they're cute.
They're so cute. Yeah, I need to know if it's them.
Yep. And yeah, so Deadman's absolutely killing it, you guys. Yeah, $14 oils in there.
Not.
Yep, I think it's even $13.09 with the discount is where it's at. And so mini trash pandas, yeah, they're cute. They're cute. And so yeah, guys, go check those ones out. On top of that, the mainline updates just simply because you guys were adamant. Barber's Reserve, which is many of your favorite barbershop scents of all time, is back on the main line. So if that's one you want, you're good. It's there. Don't worry about it. And then they have added 3 new wash and conditioner scents, including what I have in beard right now. Do you know what I have in beard?
Yeah, you have...
After I put it on...
Supernova.
I do. Sam told me...
I didn't want to be like offensive and say the wrong company,
right.
So you caught me off guard.
No, it is. Yeah, I don't set her up on those. Yeah, I have Supernova in beard right now, oil and cologne. And every time I put Supernova on, Sam says one thing after. Do you know what you say? It's because I'm usually
so
going.
Good.
Well, she does say that, but also Supernova is by far Violet's favorite scent.
Every time she walked by you, she said something today.
Oh man,
it was so cute.
Violet, I'd walk by her and she'd be like, "Can I have a hug? You smell so good. You smell good, Dad. Oh, you are handsome, Dad." She's so sweet to me. But what do you say every time I have Supernova on?
Don't get hit on.
She just each time, anytime I put Supernova on, she's like, "Please don't get hit on. Come on." And so that's how good it is that she.
Did you?
I don't think so.
Good.
Yeah, the one dude I told I was married. So no, I didn't. I did not get any hit on vibes. So it's yes, it's an absolutely amazing cologne set. I enjoy it, and everyone around me enjoys it. So if you're looking for something to make you feel nice and make you even look better, I really do believe that you feel good, look good. They're related, and it makes such a big difference. So Supernova. Yeah, Supernova. Steep is incredible. They're just 2 different worlds. Yep, just two different worlds. And so I rarely smell Craig's beard oils after he puts them in. My nose is so weird. Interesting. Yeah, Sam definitely smells them. She always has comments on them. Dave says, "I have Supernova shampoo and conditioner." Very nice. Very nice. Beard, I believe. We're not talking head hair, right? Yeah, we're not talking head hair, right? Right, Bryant? You holding out on us? No, I'm pretty sure Supernova definitely has an effect on the wife. Yeah, and there's a lot of guys that
it's so good.
Have literally told me that exact same thing. And so, yeah, beard, okay. Yeah. Bryant, you would have somebody first in line if you got some head hair shampoo conditioner. He's like, "Dan, I'm stretched way too thin, man. I get it. So, yes, that look, though, Sam. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Shout out to Deadman. Also, at the end of the show, everybody, we're going to be doing a $50 gift card giveaway just to simply say thank you. He said, "I'm working on it." I figured you are. Yep, I figured you are. And Zach said, "So glad they made it part of the full-time lineup." Yes. Everybody demanded, as Jeffrey's put in there, that Barber Reserve. It's really good. Really, really good. Oh, and Bryant, I have your new scent right over there. We can't show it because it's not out yet, but it's on the ledge over there. And it is wonderful, dude. I forgot to write you back about it, but it's wonderful. 808, so we do have a question segment that we'll be opening up in a little bit, but just to hit yours right now, would love to know what the best oil for a curly beard. So there really is no best. And this is not like YouTuber talk. This is not anything like that. There genuinely is no best. And there's not even an oil that suits curly versus straight versus anything like that. There are other variables, right? Whether you have a white beard or a brown beard, whether you have dry skin or oily skin. But for curly beards, just look for a quality oil. And if you want to reach out, either send into the show or reach out to me personally and let me know some other variables. Like, what's your climate? Do you live in humidity? Do you live in dry areas? And we can figure out what the best one's going to be for you. So if anybody ever wants to reach out, Dan C. Bearded on Instagram or Dan_command@yahoo.com. My contact info is in the description of every video, which, again, today the conference was really good. The guy after me that was speaking, he said the America's Funniest Person that they reached out to him to buy this video. He's like, content creators, he's like, "You guys put all your contact info in your description?" I'm like, "Oh, of course, so people can contact me." He goes, "Yeah, a lot of the time it doesn't even matter." He goes, "They contacted me through my work. They only knew my work because I had the logo on my shirt in one of the videos. They went to the work website, went to the
What on
contact us
earth?
page and contacted through this work, which is a very large company. And he's like, luckily I know the person that like distributes the emails and they got it over to
Jeez.
me. And he's like, they didn't even go to the description. And I'm like, yeah, that is tough. That is tough on this one. So, yep. Hey, thank you, Luke. Thank you so much. And Leo says, I discovered my curly, wavy white beard has more control of flyaways with heavier oils. But that's the problem there, Leo. Is the variable the curly or is the variable the white gray beard? Because we know thicker castor oil based ones help the white, gray, silver, red beards. That's probably the personal variable where that's making the difference. I bet if your hair was white and not curly, it'd be the same thing. So I don't think curly is the factor that's changing there. And so, yes. And since I usually watch replays, I appreciate everyone that watches replays, by the way. I don't pay much attention to the giveaways. What exactly do I need to do to enter? So, Zach, once we hit the giveaway section, I'm just going to put a link in the chat. You click it, you put your name and email, and then we do a random draw from that. It's essentially you're putting your information into a random generator, and the winner's drawn. And that's it. Yep, that is it. Yeah, Leo, that is so hard. He said, good point, but I will never know. And it's like, yeah, you can't erase one of the variables. You're not going to go with a brown beard for a day. So, yep, stay tuned, guys. Free giveaway, end of the show. Let's get it. Even if you don't have a beard, they have clones. They've got other stuff for you guys. All right, first one, our only like natural entry, our traditional entry. Now, I'm going to put this down at the bottom for just this portion of the show. beardadvicelive@gmail.com if you guys want to be part of this. And JB, our friend, says, got a fresh cut today. I'm digging the look and plan to eventually braid the top along with the beard. I decided this trip to make it a little bit tighter, leaving the skin above the sideburns. On the previous Beard Advice Live, we made the call to not touch the beard hairs. It was a good call, and I'm glad I now have long sides that can blend into braids and knots. However, it seems a little abrupt. Now that the hair is down to the skin, I'm thinking I do not want to mess with the beard, but I'm wondering what y'all think. I'm scared to touch it, but if I'm locking in the look, it could be a touch tighter. I'm open to it. Thoughts? Okay. So haircut, and we're going to be looking at the like sideburn portion where the head hair would meet the beard, but he's got a nice little skin fade.
Okay.
All right. Look at that stud. Look at that beard, dude. Jeez. It wasn't too long ago his beard was the same length as mine.
That's crazy.
I know. It's
crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Okay. So we are specifically talking about this spot right. And the head hairdo and cut, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. It looks really good.
Barber crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. This fade right here, just beautifully done. Beautifully done. But he is talking specifically this area right here. Also, your mustache is on point, man. That looks fan-freaking-tastic.
That's the full walrus.
It's not a full walrus, actually. Full walrus goes over your lips and connects down.
Well, I see it going over the side of his lips, so.
Half walrus. It's not lazy, but
Did you make up the walrus term, or is that an actual term?
So the walrus is a real mustache term.
Okay,
Nothing to do
never
with me.
mind then. I thought it was a you thing.
I made up the lazy walrus. So a walrus would be as if he combed his mustache down over his mouth this way. Yeah, there's people that do it. How do you even
live like that?
I don't know. It's pretty crazy to me. And mine is like that, but I sweep it to the side like this, and so I just call it a lazy walrus because I'm like, I'm too lazy to really do that. And so, yes, okay, right here. Should he leave it alone, or should he kind of fade and blend the beard into the skin, into the shorter hair? I have my thoughts. Would you like to start?
My thoughts are you going to keep your hair like this?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, I think so. And now, obviously, there will be a life cycle of 2 or 3 weeks of growing and then cutting it back down, growing and then cutting it back down.
Okay. If so, then I would definitely fade it. I agree. I think it's too abrupt, but I don't think it's like too low that you need to do the like sideways angle for like the bald.
Right.
I definitely think you should fade it a little bit though.
Okay, I'm going to put a poll in the chat, you guys, whether you think he should leave it or he should fade or blend it. I agree with Sam. I do think you should fade or blend it. I do think and if you left it, dude, it's an unbelievable look. You look amazing. But even looking from here where it's even more zoomed out, I do see that like abrupt start and stop. And for me, that's just not my preference. So I would do a nice little fade, and he is sticking with the hair. Okay. And for reference, some of those initial beard hairs are over a foot long. That's wild. I do think that changes nothing, though. I still would do the fade. I would still do this. Now, where I would start on this one, I would leave it the long right here, and I would just simply fade everything up from here, right? And I would start with the longest part here, fade a little bit shorter, fade a little bit shorter, and then just kind of blend it into there. And it's actually
that makes me so nervous.
It's a super simple. I have a full video, JB. Look up on YouTube like Dan C bearded sideburns, and I show you exactly how I do it. So I would do that. The chat, guys, a couple more seconds here to get your votes in if you would like. And yeah, the chat's kind of heavily leaning towards the fade it, blend it side as well. And I think this will be great. Aaron's checking in from hot and humid Japan. Aaron, what in Fahrenheit is, if you said like today is hot, what's a hot temperature in Fahrenheit today in Japan? Because in my mind, I don't associate Japan with hot.
I didn't know it snowed in Japan until like last year.
Yeah, interesting. Dan, that's why you're the man. Hey, thanks, Chris. How long is the hair right there? If it's the length. So, yeah, you just answered that. So interesting. So interesting. I don't know how to do the fade. You have a video? I do. Yes, I do. So just look up Dan C bearded sideburns, and I show you two methods, and I demonstrate the method that I use and that I enjoy. And I do this after, so Sam cuts the majority of my hair, and then she goes and showers because she has hair all over. And then I go in and I fade it from the beard. She doesn't touch the beard or the sideburns area right there. I go in and do that afterwards. It's very simple. Yep, very, very simple. Dan, your video definitely helped me fading the sideburn into my bald head. Let's go. And I do have one dedicated to a bald fade as well. And let me see if I can. Let me go here. Sorry, River. I'm going to take your cam for a second.
River.
I know. All right. So here's mine. You guys can see kind of the same concept here, right? It's much shorter here. And then I fade into it. This is short. And then it gets longer and longer. It's not the best lighting right now for it. But you get the kind of concept of how it goes short and then longer, 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 longer into the beard. And it just makes it really clean. I actually noticed that today. Sam took some pictures of me, and I posted 2 of them on Instagram.
Oh,
hey, River
buddy.
Boy. He was like, what's up with my camera, man? And I posted a couple pictures on Instagram, and one of the first things I noticed was how nice the sideburns fade went. Okay. So about 80% of the chat said to fade or blend it. 20 said do nothing, and they would not be wrong. That's the safer route.
Honestly, I don't think anybody's going to notice or say anything. Like, it looks totally fine, but just in your head, I feel like you're seeing it, so I feel like you should.
Yeah, and it's just polished. It's just a clean look to do that. Wow, Joshua said when he was stationed there, 95 to 100 and I get the humidity. It's an island, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, I would not have gotten that. Okay. Do you have a recommendation for a buzzer for Cyber currently doing bald style? So I would say the best of the best is the Babyliss FX clippers. It's what we use. The second you feel it in hand, you're like, whoa, this is quality. If you're looking for more budget and you only do it a couple times a year, go a Brio Beardscape. That one's under $100, great quality. If you're doing it every other week, I would invest. I would invest in something nice. And so, yeah, it definitely, and I get people not being confident with the clippers. I understand that entirely. The fade is very, very simple because you use guards. You have like a little bit of protection. You're not going to mess it up entirely as long as you put the guards on right and you understand what you're doing.
Go higher than you think you need to go, and then you can go down.
Yeah, you can always go back and take more hair off. You can't ever add it back on, at least quickly. And so, Yep. It's definitely, I think, something that will be really good. Yeah, JB's beard's crazy. I judged a beard competition in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and he won. He won his category. And then JB, did you win Best in Show? I feel like he won, if I remember correctly, he won it all. We have a mild 4 seasons, 85 degrees today. Okay, sounds like Michigan, pretty much. Like we currently, our highs are in the high 80s, sometimes 90s. Humid. We do have winters. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. And JB says, thank you all for the words and advice. We'll go slow and but explore a better blend. Okay. I won't go past the ear nub. I like that.
The ear nub.
All right. JB said there wasn't a best in show, but it was the largest category. Oh, cool. Awesome. I just
I just assumed
you would have got it. Yeah, you would have got it there. So very, very cool. Explore. Okay. Gotcha. That's a beard with purpose. Right. And again, like, look at his look here. Like, if you are a billboard, he is telling people that he is purposeful. He is telling people he dearly cares about his appearance. It is insane to me that somebody would say that this is not a business beard. Like, it drives me crazy when people would be like, business beard. Like, you walk into a meeting, I am respecting you immediately. Like, immediately. It was cool today. So I spoke and we were at the thing. And like I said, I think there was probably, 75 like young professionals total. I was the only one with a hat on, which I get. If you're a young professional, you want to make a good impression, but I don't. And so I was the only one with a hat.
You don't want to make a good impression?
No, I don't care about that. Like, I would rather have you judge me based on me speaking than based on how I look. And so I had a hat on, had shorts on, had the taco meat out a little bit.
Oh my God.
So but I loved it. Like, that makes me super proud because I know it's purposeful. I know even if people see it, I don't think anybody, especially the younger professionals, I don't think anybody's like, ooh, who's that bum, dressing like that. They're just like, all right, kind of envious that dude does what he wants. So yeah, cool. Thank you, JB. You're rocking it, man. All right. And again, guys, if you'd like to be on the show next week, we genuinely would love to have you for an update. We'd love to have you for a new segment. If you are sending in, just like this one, I promise somebody's going to go do their sideburns over the next week because of JB. I absolutely promise you, we put a little bit of food for thought in somebody's head out there, and it's going to help their beard for the better, just simply by watching his advice, which is cool. Yep, Baby Calf did make an appearance. Still stronger than most out there, though. I'll send an update. Yes, sir. That'll be a cool one. See it side by side. JB, if you could, just do it from like the same angle and side that you did this one, so we can get like a direct comparison. I want it exact same lighting, same time of day, same camera, same everything. All right. Yes. All right. And Ralph was like, look at that dude. He don't need our approval. He knows who he is. And that is true. Like, that's not even like being sarcastic or funny. I do love going into meetings fully being like, I don't need you guys to be like, oh, wow, that guy has a suit and a tux. He's a businessman. Like, I know who I am. Right? And Sam actually knows who I am. There'll be times, rare times, but I'll be like, hat or no hat? And she's like, it's you. Hat.
Always hat.
Yeah, like, it's you. Like, wear a hat. And so that's very well worded, Ralph. I like that. I might steal that at some point because I don't ever go into any situation looking for anyone's approval. Sometimes it's the opposite. I like to be a little bit different. And so, yeah, I enjoy that. Okay, and see, look at Zach. He says right here, you're not wrong, Dan. Was actually needing to do something with my sideburns. Boom. JB doesn't just have a business beard. JB is the business. Yeah, I dropped a Jay-Z lyric today. It was almost going to be my caption, where my favorite line by him ever. He said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. Think about it. That's some free game for you. All right. Next up, I believe we have 4 questions that were submitted from Instagram specifically for the show today. Yep, specifically for the show today, which is really cool. If it's not cool out by y'all tomorrow, it'll be decent. Yeah, I think it's going to be nice tomorrow is what it looked like. Today was chilly.
It was chilly today.
Yeah. We were walking around downtown Flint for this thing, and it was a little chilly. But I wasn't mad at it. It was okay. It is so interesting having a pool. It entirely changes the way you view weather. like 90 degrees and sunny 2 months ago, we're like,
Like, yes.
we're going to survive. And now we're like, we get to swim. Let's go. All right. Got it. All right. Here is our first one that was submitted. And I didn't include names because I didn't say if I wanted people to be out there or not. But can stress or anxiety affect your beard in any way? Sam C., you are knowledgeable on beard care. Can stress or anxiety affect your beard?
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And your head hair.
Yeah, big time. The easiest way to increase your shedding is to stress or is to be anxious. I've said it a million times, so I apologize for those that hear things over and over again, but I always try to take people's answer or questions and respect them as if it's the first time. Your body does not view your hair as a priority. It is actually your hair and your nails are two of the least prioritized parts of the human body. The second something starts to go wrong, your body starts to prioritize where it delivers nutrients, right? We know this, and it's been proven with things like hypothermia. What happens in hypothermia? Your body starts freaking out, goes into fight or flight, and it says, oh my gosh, protect. And what does it protect? It protects your vital organs. So it takes all the blood that usually goes through your extremities, aka your fingers and your toes, and it diverts that blood to your core. Why? It's giving more nutrients. It's giving more warmth. It is keeping that protected. And that's why you get frostbite first on your fingers and your toes, because they're not getting the blood. They're not staying warm. They're not getting the nutrients. The same thing happens with our hair. If you stress, your body is going into fight or flight. I don't want to go too far in a rabbit hole, but it goes back to our like caveman, Paleolithic days, where if you were stressed then, it was literally your life was on the line. Now we stress about money and social media and clothes and kids and all that stuff. Back then it was either there was a saber-toothed tiger that was going to kill you or another tribe that was going to kill you. And so if you had these stress, fight or flight things going off, you needed to live. Well, now we're just kind of wired a little bit differently, and we send our body those same stress signals even when our life is not in danger, and our body says, protect. And so it starts by removing nutrients from things they don't see as a priority. Your hair and your nails are 1 and 2. And you can tell oftentimes someone's health by their nails. If somebody, and there's conditions and exceptions, of course, but if somebody has really dry, brittle, yellow, not nice nails, it generally is a huge indicator of their internal health. Well, it's the same thing for your beard. If you've noticed vast increase in shedding, you probably had more stress in your life. And so, and if you have a wife at home and you do the drain in the shower, you know when something's going on, because it's pretty crazy. I almost complimented you. Like recently, I was like, you took a shower, washed your hair, and it was like a quarter of the normal hair. I'm like, hey, look at you. And then like the next wash was like a wig. Like it was like,
yeah. I got iron problems.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so, yes. Does male pattern baldness interfering to a health issue? Does male pattern baldness interfering to... Reword that for me, Aaron. I'm not fully sure what you're putting down on that one. But yeah, to answer this, unbelievable. Your diet, your exercise, and your stress are the biggest indicators of how your beard is going to be, how your head hair is going to be, how your skin is going to be. There's so much of that. So much of it. Sorry for the time. But yeah, no, I just genuinely didn't understand where it was going. So rephrase and I got you. Yeah, postpartum hair loss is no joke.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you had a lot of the postpartum hair loss too, for sure. It's wild.
Thankfully, I have a lot of hair, so I didn't really notice it.
No, not at all. It is wild what us as men learn going through like pregnancy and postpartum, because the first time I heard the term postpartum was from Sam. And I'll never forget where I was too. But
it's random.
Yeah. I was in Clio, Michigan at a metal detecting meetup. Don't ask why I remember that, but she had told me about postpartum, and I'm like, what is this? Like, how are we as guys not taught about those things? Like,
it's crazy.
My boys are going to be taught about postpartum and all this stuff. I had no concept No concept. Okay. Does male pattern baldness infer to a wider health issue? No. Male pattern baldness is almost entirely genetics. If you are going to lose your head hair as a man, you're going to lose your head hair. That is something you have very little to do with. Now, can you accelerate it and make it faster and worse? Of course. But male pattern baldness is straight genetics, and you can actually tie it to your family tree and where it came from. So yeah, nothing like that. Okay. All right, and Tony says, I've been growing my beard for 2 years. I've learned a lot from your videos, but having a hard time deciding what I would ultimately like to look like. Tony, legitimately, send into the show, man. This is the epitome of who we like to help. We can help you form a goal. We can tell you what would look best with your face shape and style. Send in. Yep, Leo's correct. Male pattern baldness is genetic. Yes, it is not a health issue. Yep, a health issue. I'm sorry, metal detecting meetup. I have so many questions. Yeah, so you guys know I'm obsessive, right? I actually talked about this today on my speaking thing.
He's like, oh, hold up.
No. So I'm obsessed with beard stuff and YouTube now, right? Before that, I was obsessed with Pokemon Go. Loved it. Before that, I was obsessed with metal detecting. And I was so obsessed with it, I had a Discord server that I ran in like the local, like 3 counties. And there was like history teachers in there and stuff. And we'd all research like different like war sites and houses. And we'd like tell each other like, hey, I can't make it out there, but we got a permission on a house out here. And like once a month they would do a meetup where they'd get together and you'd bring your finds and show them and be like, look what I got and this coin and that coin and stuff. So we even did like giveaways and stuff. It was like my community before my YouTube channel. And I was at a in Clio, Michigan, which is like kind of farm country, I guess would be the best way you put it. And I'm at a meetup at some diner. It's a diner like you see on like a terrible movie. And I'm getting texts from Sam and she's telling me about like postpartum stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to react. I don't know what this is, you know? And so, yeah, I learned a lot. Oh, man. Coolest find, probably a Spanish real. I still have like the whole set. Miles, send me a message. I'll send you like my like top finds thing. But I found really cool coins. I have actually in that drawer right there, I have some Civil War officers buttons from their jackets. Those ones, I have 2 that I found in Fenton, Michigan. Those are really cool. There was a really cool like asylum building in Fenton, and I found some cool stuff outside there. They demolished it, unfortunately. That building was beautiful. So yeah, Spanish Real. I found musket balls, of course. I found silver spoons. I found all sorts of lots of like silver old coins and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, and I would like to send in my beard, but I'm kind of insecure about my beard and how it looks right now. Is there any way to send through Instagram? Yeah, and if you guys don't want to be on the show, send on Instagram. I help out people every single day. Today was probably 15 people that sent me questions about their beard. So if you don't want to send into the show, I entirely get it. I will say, though, I don't think anybody's been insecure and left and regretted it. I genuinely believe, bless you, I genuinely believe people leave feeling better. But I get it's tough to put yourself out on the internet. I will say, and you don't have to, but if anybody has sent into the show and it's helped them, not for me, maybe a little bit for me, but not for me, but if you could share how it helped you or how you felt afterwards or moving forward, it will help people like this. I think there's a lot of guys that want to send in, but they're like, how can I send a picture of my beard that I'm not happy with and then have people tell me what I should do? I get it. But I know how powerful it is. How common is it to find stuff like that? Not common, but I'm really good at obsessing over research, and I'm really good at making connections and networking. And I actually, early on in metal detecting, I went with one of my former students and his dad, and they were super into it, and they knew exactly where to go, and they had all these, the biggest ones were farms. They would till the fields, and then we could go when they tilled them. And when they did that, it would go down like a foot or 2 and grab all that old dirt, pull it up, and we had so much stuff there. It was really cool. I miss metal detecting, but it's so cumbersome. Like if you go on a metal detecting like outing, it's your whole day. You're dirty. It's hard on your knees. You get very little out of it, but it's kind of therapeutic. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. All right, Devontae, I got you starred here. Yep, I got you starred here. And Bearded Chef, good perspective. He says, if you don't send in, you'll still be unhappy. Bless you. You'll still be unhappy with your beard. But if you do send in and learn from others that have already sent in, you'll learn to love your beard. Yeah, awesome. All right, and Chris says, Dan helped me and still continues to help on my journey of 3 beards, each better than the previous. Currently, I'm over a year and still happy with this journey. Awesome. Awesome. I love that. All right. Ooh, wow. Samurai money. Very cool. Very, very cool. And Steven says, this is a pretty solid community. People here only offer compliment and or advice. The Bearded Brotherhood is strong. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. In fact, not sure if I would have a full beard if I did not send in. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Ken said it took him 5 years to become exotic. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yep. And Steve says, received great advice and some confirmation that my beard was actually growing in well, except for the one guy that said my goat wasn't a beard. Oh, we did have that full discussion. That was just semantics. It wasn't about your beard. It's just about the goatees in general. So, yes. All right. Too funny. All right. Wow. Mad Jack just did 6 in rapid fire.
Jeez, I feel another one coming, so bear with me.
All right, guys, bear with her there. All right, next one. Okay, this one's for you, so you better suck it up, all right? Sam, if women compliment Dan's beard, does it bother you?
No, because normally it's like older ladies, like grandmas.
Yeah, there's a lot of grandmas.
Yeah, and it's just cute.
All right, what if it was in your eyes a seemingly attractive, not younger, but like our age woman?
I'd have to get her vibe.
Maybe the context
It'd be
of
like if she's like trying to grab at your beard, it'd be like, back off.
That has only happened in like alcohol situations. and this is real too. This is real. The chance of it happening increases if you're not there. The chance of it happen increases if alcohol's involved, and the chance of it happening vastly quadruples infinity if there's other big beards with me. So, for example, after I judged the U.S. Nationals in Daytona Beach, Nick, you guys know from Dr. Nick's, we were walking, and the most amount of like women trying to like say something about my beard or touch my beard was like magnified by a million, but it's because there was another big beard with me. And it's almost like they're like, oh, like it's a thing, like you, like rather than just like a dude with a beard. And so, yeah, there are like levels to it. I don't know the last time I've ever felt something intentional on a compliment to my beard. Like, I don't think women hit on me through complimenting my beard.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't think that is real. Dan, how many people asked to touch your beard? A decent amount. Now, I don't know why, because I'm a really nice guy. I'm really personable, but I am taller. I am a little bit heftier. And a lot of things you guys say about like people coming to you, they just don't to me. Like, I don't know. Like, I would like to think I'm an approachable guy, but not a ton of people approach me.
If you're not talking to somebody, I don't think you look very approachable.
Which is wild, because I feel like I am. But people don't usually approach me. I think they're and then I talk, and they're like, oh, he's a nice guy, And so, yeah. And so, yes, has to ride it. I don't know if I've had that one. So, yeah, but people do ask. Once in a while, there will be like a real aggressive person. But a lot of times for me, any situation like that is at like a barber expo. And it's like, hey, can I touch your beard? And it's like, it's a hairstylist that like works with hair and wants to feel the beard, see if it's soft, that kind of thing. So yeah. Can beard compliments be construed as, well, they can not construed, they can be flirting for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have a full medium long beard close to long. Nice, man. Heck yeah. I've had 3 women who want to touch my beard. They can't believe how soft it is. Yeah. I mean, over 70, I've probably, not exaggeration, had hundreds just because of like beard competitions and stuff where it's very beard related. If men were to compliment Sam's hair, would it bother you, Dan? No. People, you guys compliment Sam every freaking week in all the things. No, to me, it would never bother me if somebody's like, man, your wife is beautiful, or Sam, you are beautiful, your hair is gorgeous, you are this, that. I'm just like, yes. Like, that's one thing that is weird, right? Is like addressing things like attraction, where it's like somebody's like, Sam's beautiful. It's like, yeah, you are right. She is. Like, why would I be offended about you stating the truth? Or it's almost like in relationships where if you're like, wow, that's an attractive human, and it's like you're supposed to feel weird about it, but it's like,
you're like, I'm not attracted to them, but they're an attractive human.
Right. And it's almost worse if you like deny it. You know, it's like, you want me to lie and say they're not attractive because we're together? It's like being attracted to and being attractive is different. You know, being attracted to involves personality and emotions and all that kind of stuff. But if you're like, oh, they're a visibly appealing person, you're just stating facts, right? You're just talking about the truth. And so that genuinely doesn't bother me. And I'm not an insecure person, so it wouldn't bother me. So when you guys come in, you're like, Sam looks like a goddess tonight. I'm not like, easy, killer, easy, you know? So yeah, yep, absolutely. Thank you. And most compliments are from guys. Like, just to be clear, and not like saying like intentionally. It's just most of the compliments are from dudes, and I think it's a cool thing. Yep, Samantha's are pretty. I didn't say awesome. I said beautiful. So just easy. There. No, just kidding. Exactly. Yeah, human nature is wild. It's like you got to fake things because. Yeah, it's interesting. And guys, I am starting your questions like Devin. I got you there as well. Physical attraction is one thing. My wife is not only physically attractive, but also offers attraction every other way. She is my person. So every other attractive woman doesn't hold a candle. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, and this is like genuinely speaking. I know for a fact Sam has zero worries about me being attracted to any other women like that because it just doesn't cross my mind. Like, that's not a thing. Like, again, can you see someone and say, oh, they're visibly this or that? Yeah, obviously. But it's not, there's no, like, no. Sorry, but a lot of people are crazy. And I always like, you start thinking about stuff and it's like, you don't want to take on someone else's crazy. You know, it's, yeah. Dan's ragging on Brian. No, we have these conversations every day. Mm-hmm. This is how we talk. Like, this is how we like to think about things like that and analyze why do we say this stuff. And yeah, insecurity and jealousy is such a waste of energy. Yeah, thankfully we don't really do the jealousy thing. I don't even know a time that we could name where either of us was like uncomfortable.
I don't interact with a lot of people, so.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, yep, that helps. So yes. And Amber says, I can say that for one, I appreciate compliments, as does Kev. He got a beard compliment the other day, but I also understand that most men are uncomfortable giving women compliments. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I compliment women much because you're so afraid that it gets taken wrong. Yeah, you're right. Yep. When can flirting be taken too far? Well, I think flirting is too far, right? If you're in a relationship, if you're married.
If you're in a relationship.
Then there should be no flirting. You can give a compliment like we just talked about. You can acknowledge that they have attractive features, wherever it may be, but flirting has intention behind it. If I ever like thought Sam was flirting with a guy, that would be too far, like right there, you know, but it's never happened and it never would. If you're single, when is it too far? The second they note that it's not welcomed.
Yeah. Then it's creepy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Then it's creepy. That's about it. Yep. Okay. Great question. All right. Our relationship isn't 50-50 in many ways. Wondering your thoughts on even in yours. Oh, yeah. And so I did message this person because I wasn't fully sure what they were asking. So I'll read it again and then I'll give some context. They said, our relationship isn't 50-50 in many ways. Wondering your thoughts on even in yours. So it was actually a female that messaged me this and said that they feel judged because their relationship for them is not 50-50, meaning they feel like their parents and a lot of family members and even friends judge them because everything should be 50-50. So for them, it was the situation where he works and she does not. Mm-hmm. So she was like, we're not 50-50 there on income. And we feel like people today are weird about that. She said, I do most of the house stuff. He does very little of it, but that works for us. He makes all the decisions in the relationship and I follow, and that works for us. And it was just kind of like, we are not trying to be equal in the relationship. And essentially the family, the in-laws were criticizing them for that. What are our thoughts on that? So I'll let you start if you have any thoughts there.
I'm just trying to think if our relationship is 50-50, and I don't think that it is.
No.
I think that you pull more weight than I do.
No, I mean, on some things, you definitely
No, that's
pull,
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general.
No, you pull more weight on others, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, is it 50-50?
No, I don't think so.
So what?
Yeah.
You're saying two different things.
Oh, sorry. No, okay. And so for me, I think the like underlining thing on this, and I think we've touched on it before, is like gender roles and how they've changed and how people today are like, no, women need to be equal. They need to make as much money. They need to have as much a say on decisions. They need to do this and this. And it's for us. And they had a good point too. They were like, I don't feel like women are supposed to be like feminine. I always mess that up. Feminine today. And it's like you almost get penalized for, and it's a weird word, but she said submitting to your husband. And I'm like, yeah, that does kind of like, I get what you're saying. I entirely understand. But she's like, I essentially feel like I get punished for supporting
being
my
like
husband.
A stay-at-home mom.
Yeah,
wife.
for being like a soft woman. Like she's like, I'm not a strong woman. I'm not this like, I'm going to argue with you. And they talked about that as well. She was like, we don't fight over these things. Like essentially, if my husband says this in this arena, if it has to do with this, or this is what we do. And she was like, and I'm happy to ride with him on that. You know, I don't, I'm not going to fight it just to fight it. And I was like, the wording is different and some words are uncomfortable, but I think that's how we are.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not a strong woman either. We know a strong woman. One of Dan's sisters is a super strong, and she is very opposite of me.
Yeah.
Very opposite. Like, I would rather be home doing, like, the house things, and she would rather be, like, fighting law things and stuff like that. It's just not me.
And that's her.
Yeah.
It is not forced. It's not like she's trying to keep up with stuff. I can tell you, my sister was born that way. She never had boyfriends. She never had like strong relationships. She was so hard-willed and so stubborn. And so that fits her and her fiance, right? They engaged? Yeah.
Yes.
Fiance, he's a free spirit. He's a whitewater rafting guide. So he's not your traditional like, I'm a man, I'm going to, like, she makes a lot more money than he does. So that's untraditional, you know? And he's cool with that. He seems fine with that. Clearly, they're getting married. And so it definitely depends on the situation. But for us,
I don't like thinking about, like, a relationship being 50-50.
I agree.
Like, you have to be like, well, I did this, so you should do this, or I paid for this, so you need to pay for this.
Yes.
Like, it just seems like so cumbersome to think, and to each their own. Whatever. I couldn't live like that.
Right.
I feel like.
Right, Emily Spot. This is super good feedback and perspective. She said, I had to be strong for a long time as a single mom. Wow. Yeah. And it's so nice not to have to be so strong all the time and let my husband lead us and take care of me.
Yes.
Yeah. And I guess we're big on seasons of life. Our current season is Sam's health journey. Mm-hmm. And so that consumes a lot of her.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to disciplining the kids, or not even discipline, keeping order in the house, it's heavily on me. But I accept that, and when it comes to making money, it's entirely on me. I accept that. When it's protection, when it's any of that's like, I accept that. But that's the only way I know how to operate. Like I can't be like, I've never once been like, why aren't you doing this or that? But also you do stuff that just doesn't suit me, like just things. Yeah,
Vacuuming.
I hate to say it, but like that, but it is. It's like dishes and vacuuming. Like that stuff kills me. And you're legitimately faster at it than I am. You're way more efficient.
That's so true.
And like I try, and it's not like, oh, Dan's hiding it. No, she's just better at it than I am. And so
yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's also the type of person that I was attracted to, was like a strong male person.
Right.
Like I am very like soft feminine energy. And I don't think if I was different, if I was strong like Steph, like we wouldn't have been attracted to each other.
No, it wouldn't have worked.
No.
Yeah. And Sarah says, that's exactly how my marriage to Rodney is. More traditional, where I take care of stuff inside the house. Rodney handles the finances, the maintenance, the final decisions. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And all of our, like, we do like final decisions together on everything. But like for the most part, the financial, the working, and the like bill paying, that's you. That's your role.
Yep. And we have little things. So like Sam handles the medical side of stuff.
Yeah.
So if it has to do with like medical insurance and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Dalton says, I've been taking your advice and bought my first beard products. Let's go, man. Love that. Love that. So yeah, very, very cool. I can actually thrive in my feminine and he in his masculine, and it benefits the both. I agree. I don't want to be manned down. You know, I don't want to take off like some of the like strength that I have.
And I don't want to make decisions because it's terrible.
Really doesn't.
It's terrible.
She
I
really
hate
doesn't.
making decisions.
Sam fears the consequences of bad decisions.
Because I have been burned so many times.
Yeah.
I have given up decision making.
Yep.
I
But,
hate it.
and it's kind of nice because then she can't say anything about my decisions. So it's like you gotta, if you don't want to make the decisions, yeah, you gotta live with it. I don't know what I want from a relationship, and that's fair. And I saw somebody else said, I'm thankful they're not married. I would hate monogamy. See, I can't even fathom the concept of like balancing between multiple women. Like what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To each their own.
To each their own. So yeah, to each their own. All right, let's see what we have here. When and how did the switch flip with Maddox getting onto more serious soccer teams? So great question. I want you to think about the answer because I don't know it.
Okay.
But I'm going to set up the journey. So we put Maddox in all the sports we could, and he just loved soccer. Super young, 4 years old, I think it was. And we did like soccer zone, which is like indoor, low level soccer. Then we did AYSO, which is even lower soccer. And then finally, and we had held off probably a year too long, but everyone that we knew that had kids in soccer, they're like, it's going to take over your life. You're going to live at the field. And it was such a negative, nasty tone to it. And so we were like, and I just got out of coaching, a very high level, like seriously committed coaching, high school varsity for years and years and years and years and years, 14, 16 years, something like that. And we were like, we're not ready to get into this. And then we did it. And Max spent 2 years with a pretty serious club, and now he's on a very serious club and other teams that are even more serious and travel in the country. So this is a question. The person's in the chat too, so shout out to them for asking this one. And I don't think this was Moose, so shout out to Moose there. I can't imagine him being like sensitive about that. But when and how did the switch flip with Maddox to get serious about soccer? Rather than just kick ball around with friends, he wants to be a pro. So do you have any idea when it switched for him?
I feel like it was probably, so if you guys know, in America we have MLS, which is our top soccer league. And then we have USL, which is supposed to be even, but it's underneath it.
No, yeah.
And Maddox plays for USL Youth, which is, if there's a triangle and USL is at the top, the youth program's like the first step to going pro.
It's the first part of the pro pathway.
Yeah. And so that's the current summer league that he plays on now, which he also played for last summer. But the tryouts for those for the summer are December of the previous year.
Yes.
And so I think it was when he made that team that it was kind of like, because it's like top kids in the state.
Yeah.
Play
especially
top
last
kids
year.
in the nation play in this league.
Yep.
And I think we all kind of like looked at each other and was like, okay, like it's not just us thinking like, oh,
Yeah.
you're so good. Like, we're parents. You're so good.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, like, I actually am good. I made this top level team in Michigan to play with kids throughout the country.
And he made it over kids that were very good. Like
Yeah.
there were kids that were cut that I was like, whoa, what the heck? And that makes sense. That was a really big moment. It was his first time. No, I mean, he had cuts at his club team, but it was pretty clear he was going to make the top team there. This one, we legitimately did not know if he would make it. Had no idea. And when he made it and he was like selected second, we were like, okay. And then since then, it's just been everything.
Yeah.
Just forward.
Yeah.
So I guess just, dipping his toes in on like the first real one. And so, yeah. Great question. I had to think about that. I was like, I don't know, because it's been just kind of fluid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's been cool. And I do think going to the Columbus Crew soccer game, pro game, and seeing real pros and seeing the lifestyle that they have, I think that like clicked with him.
Yeah.
Okay. We got just a little bit to rapid fire through some questions, you guys, that you guys have been putting in the chat, and then we will hit the giveaway to end. Fable Beard Coat, try the teacher, my collaboration, or the grower, Sam's favorite scent from them. I'm just growing my beard, and this channel is my go-to for all things bearded. I read somewhere that lavender oil is no bueno for men. How is that true? It's not. It's not.
I've never heard that.
There's a lot. People will say, oh, it's a DHT blocker and it will stop your testosterone. Only if you drink like 600 bottles of it. So it's nothing
And then you
topically.
probably die.
Yeah. Why is my beard grow slow? Ooh, tough question, man. Could be your health, could be your stress, could be a poor routine, poor products, poor tools, or just genetics. Focus on healthy habits. Develop your beard routine with quality products. Focus on your internal health, and it should be able to help out. Din, have you ever used Jericho? I have, yes. I have somewhat recently used them. I did not review them. I probably will. It's, I think, the largest company in Australia, or top two. To give you just a straight answer, if you're still in here, is, let's see if it's still in here at this point. If they are, I will give a straight answer. Yep. All right. So Karsten, I would say it is, in my experience and opinion, average at best. It was okay. There are better options in my beard that are in Australia. It's okay. Can you give me a bit of advice on how to keep your own hands away from your beard? Whew, man, that's a tough one. What we've gone over this. What's some advice when somebody can't stop playing with their beard?
Gosh.
I think we always say replace it with another habit.
Get a rubber band on your wrist and snap yourself when you cut yourself.
It's a tough one,
Or
dude.
like when you're going to touch your beard, take a drink of water. Try that.
Replace it with something healthy. I like that. Look at this right here. I have a medium beard close to long. It's very thick and dense. My wife prefers my beard short, like I had it when I was an executive in my career. Keep wife happy, or keep it the way I like it. I would say somewhere in the middle is the answer. I would say a compromise. I would absolutely let your wife know why you want to go longer, why you want to go bigger with it, why it makes you happy, why it makes you confident, how that could help you as a better husband. As crazy as that sounds, it's real. I do believe if you're confident, you're a better partner in your relationship. But if she has some legitimate reasons why she doesn't like it longer, listen to them and see where you can compromise. For us, my mustache would be much longer if it was up to me, but because of a compromise, I trim it down. Now, I'm sure Sam would in a dream world like it even shorter, but we compromise. I actually just did a massive mustache trim over the last week. Took more than half my mustache off.
You did?
Oh yeah. Painful. So I would communicate and I would compromise. Agreed?
Yes.
There you go. What do you think about No Shave November? Love it, man. It's probably the biggest boost to the channel. It's probably the biggest reason why guys start beards for real, mainly because they can get past the insecurity phase of growing a beard, where all of your coworkers and friends and family are like, oh, what's on your face? Did you forget your razor? What's up, man? I don't know why people feel the need to jab at men, but they don't do the same to women. But it's amazing. And when you do that, you say, I'm growing my beard for No Shave November. It's for charity. It's for prostate cancer research. Then they just look like a jerk for making fun of you. So I love absolutely everything about No Shave November. And then last question before the giveaway here. Hey, Dan, how do you take care of your beard when you go to the pool? So biggest thing is make sure it is saturated with fresh water. I will literally be outside of the pool and I will take the hose and I will hose down my whole beard. I'll go underneath, or if I'm in the house, I'll get my mist sprayer, get it all throughout the beard, and then wash or rinse, but preferably wash as soon as you can after the pool. And for us, we have a saltwater pool, so the chlorine level is much lower than a normal chlorine pool. And so you can't even smell chlorine in the saltwater pool. You can't taste it. There's nothing really chlorine about it, even though there is still chlorine, you guys. It's not nearly as much. But the biggest thing I can say is make sure your beard is saturated with fresh water beforehand. But Dan, did you lose the razor? They're so fun. It's so creative, dude. They're so original. No, the real reason is guys suck at trying to start conversation with other guys. And they try to find icebreakers. They try to find ways to talk about dumb things. And so they do things like that. And so, nope, about to drop the giveaway right now, my man. But yeah, guys are the absolute worst at that stuff. And it's like, we have to bond by jabbing at each other and ribbing each other and stuff. It's like, oh, the razor, the barbershop. Like, all right, we got it. Yep, you're super original. All right, everybody. Link in the chat, $50 gift card giveaway. You're going to buy Deadman Beard Co., Supernova Beard Oil, Supernova Beard Wash, and Supernova Cologne Spray.
That's what you're getting.
That's what you're getting with it. No, you can pick whatever you want, but I'm telling you, that is what you should get. That's what you should get. See, right here. I started this journey in November, then found this group, and haven't shaved since.
Nice.
Boom. Right there. Right there. All right. Is that dirt on your chin? Oh, yeah, good one. And those are, like, it's, especially if you work somewhere, it's like coworker. Oh, could you imagine the thought of coworkers again?
I can't. Can never go back.
No. I'll sell my body first. Pitchers, guys, pitchers. It's legal. It's the oldest profession. Not pitcher. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. No, the oldest profession is
interesting.
Yep. I don't know if that's true or not, but
you can't say stuff like that then.
I've heard it. You know, so yeah. No, it'll be only dance. You won't do it. You don't know me. You don't know my confidence.
Prove it.
Yeah. I like my coworkers. That's awesome. I liked my coworkers until I got out of working, and then I realized how much it's not fun to be around coworkers. I like my new coworkers. Yep.
Me and River.
Were you surprised about all the packages? Oh, from your job? Yeah. He works at, like, I think FedEx sorting and stuff. It was interesting. Yep. Clients describe me as the guy with the big beard and lots of tattoos. You forgot the part that says jacked. This was end of the table, B-dubs.
Yep.
Oh, guys, just make sure.
I got it.
All right. And make sure you're keeping me posted on your test, but then also the doctor visit. You know what I mean? So keep me posted on that one. I think it was coming up or happened for the heart. Okay. Momentarily, you guys, if you see your name on the screen as a potential winner of this giveaway, drop a comment and claim your victory. Say something like, woohoo, it's me. Yippee, I won. Monday is the doctor. Okay. Yeah. Keep us posted, please. Please. That one, it sounds serious, but seriously optimistic. See what I did there? Okay. We have a potential winner. If this is you, say something.
Aggressive.
Show yourself. All right. Do we have in the building Mr. Pete Gallarado? Come on down. Pete Gallarado. Come on down. Something. Oh, we got some wise guys in the house over here. All right, Pete, are you out there? Drop a comment and claim your victory. River Boy's sleeping like a little precious angel over here. All right.
Oh my gosh, he is.
Dun, dun, dun. Sneaky Pete. All right. Pete, are you out there? I haven't seen him yet. He's got to be here. We just dropped it just moments ago.
Yeah, man, my vision's getting so bad.
Uh-oh. She's getting old, you guys. She's getting old. All right. Pete, we're still waiting. People are saying congrats. Did we see Pete in here?
I didn't.
Nope, not yet. Pete, come on. Get out of the bathroom.
Get out of the bathroom.
Peter. He just signed up. When are you and Sam C going to come to Japan?
I can't.
Never.
I can't. It's too long of a flight for me.
Yeah.
I can't even fly to Florida.
You might fly to Texas. All right.
That's
5,
true. I have to.
4, 3. He's not live. He might not be live. That would be a heartbreaker.
Oh, no.
2, 1. StreamYard delay. StreamYard delay. And oh no. I think that's our first ever Beard Advice Live flush.
No.
No? We've had him on here? Oh, okay.
We went through a streak of them.
Not on Beard Advice Live. They're entered and then they're
No,
right
no,
away.
I've been here.
Okay. All right. Do we have in the building Brian Carter? Come on down. Miles. Brian Carter. Come on down. If you're out there, my friend, you're going to enjoy some beard products. If you're out there, my friend. If he's not here, something's wrong. Something's broken. Brian's always hanging. Brian's always here. All right. It's not an immediate one. What's going on, guys? Hey, there we go. Wow, that's awesome. I'm like, what is going on? All right. Congratulations, Brian. He's one of the good ones out there. So are you guys. Don't get jealous. Jeez. Okay. All right, guys. One more week of Thursdays, and then we'll be back to Wednesday. So next week, Thursday, we'll be here. We'll be ready.
Oh, Pete.
Did he come in? Oh, no. Pete, you're behind. Oh, no. Somebody tag Pete and let him know that he's off by probably a good 4 minutes. I hate that. Now he's going to be saying I'm here, because he's behind. But next week, Thursday, we'll be here. Maddox actually has his biggest tryout to date. Next Friday, trying out for the ODP team, the Olympic development team. Yeah, Olympics. So it's, we're super confident in them, though. So it's going to be fun. Okay. Other than that, Sam C., you like making decisions. Any final words for our friends?
No.
For Pete's sake. Oh, my gosh. All right. On that note, you guys, I'm sorry, Pete. I'm sorry, Pete. But rules are rules. We got to be consistent. Everybody, stay bearded, stay positive.